Hey, Johnny. Hey, Pamela. How y'all doing? Working on eBay and listening. There you go. Doing okay? Good deal. Good deal. Like, give it. We'll give it a few minutes, see if anybody else gonna jump on. Hey, Kathy. Yes. Yeah. We ain't even got started yet. The lights flickering on and off around here last night. Just hell, it can thunder, and then they're about knock your power out around here. I know they wouldn't no sense of me even trying. So it was pretty out there today. No, I didn't go live last night. It rained and thundered and lightning and kept flickering. It would have knocked me off several times if I would have tried that. So I didn't go that route. Yeah, I mean it's just about perfect out today, weather wise. But the ground is still wet, uh, very very wet. Um, so it wouldn't do me no good to try to go walk around in no graveyard right now. Dadgummit. Uh, I made a video last night. I hadn't uploaded it yet, but I know Christina was gonna, you know, show off her ring to everybody and everything. And as soon as she got in the vehicle or in my truck, I said, "Well, how'd your day go?" And she said, "It went fine." I said, "How many people did you show your ring to?" She said, "Everybody and everybody that come in." She's tickled to death. I ain't there all night. Uh, yeah, I got your text. Uh, I didn't want to text you and try and wake you up when that medicine works like that. If you're sleeping, you're not hurting, and I wouldn't want to wake nobody up. That's the way I look at it. You're sleeping, at least you're not hurting. Uh, at the moment, we are 2,626 up. Um, we've had 6 new subs. Um, and um, I believe it is people that have been sitting in the back. Hey, Sabina, I believe it's people sitting in the back and seeing some of these people come on and chat with us. Um, and they'll say something like, I've been watching for a long time. Of course they have, you know, and we talked about, we need more people to be able to let them hear from a loved one and whatnot. And I don't know of a better place you can go than to right here for any of that. So um, all they got to do is hang around, Two on, two likes. Sabina, you doing all right? Yeah, I'm proud of us too, Alice. That's right. As long as you're sleeping, you're not hurting. Unless you do like me, wake up hurting. Um, anyway, I was going to tell you guys one of these little Valentine shorts uh, I uploaded. It's got two little hearts on it, um, and it has hit a number of. Let's see. 1,705 views so far. Uh, yeah, 1,705 views. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. I ain't gonna be fussy cutting them teeth. Um, yeah, bless you, love. Um, I want to talk about this uh, Nancy Guthrie. Um, I believe that they've waited around 2 or 3 days too long. Yeah. Um, I feel that this was a paid off deal, like I said, and family oriented. No matter what they say, certain little things give it more motive, and things that only certain people would know. And for one, that would be her medication. You're correct on that. Um, I believe what we were hearing over the last couple of days. I believe that was Nancy. Um, Bless you, love. Yeah, she's made it to my screensaver. Well, yeah, that was just a setup deal. I believe they were a struggle there at home, in her home. Um, Whoever it was, know uh, the son-in-law and Annie. Um, and they definitely didn't stay there in her house. Um, could have. Um, I think that I think this whole thing was just a setup. I think it was out of jealousy. I think it was about the money. Because they know she had plenty of it. Um, I believe that they just brutally mistreated her, um, until her little body couldn't handle it no more. Uh, yeah, uh, I think that the son-in-law had it done. I think Annie knowed everything about it, and she don't need to get off scot free for this. I mean, for goodness sakes, I mean that's her grandmother, um, or well, daughter. Yeah. Um, it may have got to the point to where the law had actually finally went and looked, and it could be because of a stench in the air. Uh, there's nothing smells worse than a dead body been laying around 2 or 3 days. You think a skunk's bad? This has got it beat 100 times. Yeah, the gambling problem. He got a lot more problems now. He'll have to play games with Bubba in the jail cell. Um, I, I can't get past it. I believe, and I will say this forever, I believe the son in law had this paid out to make it look like kidnapping, and thought that they could take her to a place to where they could do what they wanted and really wouldn't be seen or heard. And yeah, um, you know, uh, we got treated, punished, tied up, and my kids is the last things we heard from her. Um, So that being said, there's no telling how many days this has went on as far as abuse wise. Because believe it or not, uh, a human body can withstand a lot of stuff. Sometimes even faint, but not pass because of the pain. Uh, them not giving her medications, um, and like she said, barely any food, uh, and water or whatever, coke or whatnot. Uh, just run it in the ground. Um, she always takes me, lets me know she's on the break and stuff. I think it's sweet. I want to text her real quick and tell her I'm not. Um, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah. Lost the home, and then she turned around and got him another one. Um, and it very well could be a crawl space, and if not done right, uh, it wouldn't make no difference if you blocked it back up or bricked it back up or whatever. You're still going to get that stench through. And for definite, a dog, a cadaver dog, would find it in a heartbeat. Um, the only way to prevent that is by using lye, uh, and it'll only help for so long. Exactly. Exactly. Uh, and trust me, she's a smart lady. I'm telling you right now. But the thing of it is with this being a paid off deal, in their thoughts, well, she won't, you know, consider it to be us doing it. Be somebody else for ransom. Um, but she's too smart for that. And you're right. They had to have an argument about it in the beginning, before this whole thing was planned out. Um, yeah. Uh, yeah, they knew what they were going to do, how it was going to be done, the whole 9 yards, days before it ever took place. Oh, well, I figure she'll text back probably here in a minute. I sent her a little emoji. Um, anyway, I'm going to try on all three and see if we can hear anything of her. Um, I'll just let it play for a little bit and we'll go from there. By scamming her. That's why. That's the only thing they could be doing. Scamming. Forging her name.
We've been.
Yep. I mean, it's the only way it could. Law school. No, I think it's just a regular school.
Oxford, quick.
Now, about
This point. Suspicion.
If you're talking about Nancy Guthrie, it's not a suspicion anymore. I believe wholeheartedly. I just have a feeling. I believe he is locked up.
with please.
You said they use fentanyl?
Double.
Damn.
Hotel. He's got the names.
Nancy. Yeah. Nancy Guthrie.
You've got the rope by themselves.
Well, given that, yeah, that would be considered poison. Yes, it would.
You know, you see. And therefore.
Kirsty.
Awfully. True then.
Yeah.
Terminable.
T7.
And a. Wait.
Yeah,
You're
correct. You're correct. They were a teacher, both. But hold on. You hit the jackpot.
It was. Bragging up.
I believe, and I'm not gonna get off this feeling because I believe it wholeheartedly.
And you can't.
And I'm gonna say this now. I believe. Now, this is just the way I'm feeling about it. Everybody's got an opinion, that's your own. I've got a feeling that her body has been found. Now, I've been doing this for years, and I've yet to fail. On certain things, for sure, but not the way that I see things and feel things. I've never failed that. And if they do an autopsy and put it out to the public, then more than likely, yeah, they'll find some fentanyl in it. But besides that, just not giving her medication, and probably every time they go in there, they'll be, covered up with a mask or whatnot, and so they won't be speaking, or that she know who it is, but she knowed. Um, but yeah, I believe Nancy Guthrie has been found. And of course, there'll be things that, yeah, there'll be things too that they'll say that they're only allowed to say and all this bunch of bull. But I can tell you right now, that woman is found. Um, yes, it's too late. Um, I did not recognize the voice. I kept trying to listen for the same voice over and over and over, and we only could do that one day, and that is the only things we got from her: treated, punished, tied up, and my kids. Um, so that was indeed her voice. Um, she didn't have no deep voice. She just had a moderate female voice. Uh, Pamela, I know it is, love. I mean, I know for a fact. Uh, and the reason I say that is it's just played over and over and over, and I can't get my mind off of that. I believe they got a lead somehow or another. I believe it was inside of a home, or she was inside of a home. I don't know whose home it was. Yeah, that's the trouble every time. But you know, let me use this for not for an excuse, but uh, so everybody can understand me. I pick things up by ear. Okay, always have, always will. Just like Summer's case, I wasn't brought into it, like I said, till 8 or 9 months in it already. I did not put the sound of the voices together until I got back home and I heard the same little voice that I heard at the nursing home. When I asked, "Who is this?" she said, "I'm Summer." I've never heard this woman speak before. So I couldn't tell you if it was, if it wouldn't, until they tell me. Just like, you know, I told them, what, yesterday or day before yesterday, she's got to tell me her name so I know who we're dealing with here. And through the deceased, sometimes that's the hardest thing to get, period. Um, but some of the things that were being said told us who that was, really. Um, but I am for certain that they have gotten her body. Good hell. Yep, greed, money, sex, and drugs rules this daggum ignorant world. Talk to me.
Now, guys,
Did I find my cup? No, I've had it. It was just in yonder other night.
Details. Good question.
Details on what?
Right in the mix.
Don't have any enemies, I don't reckon, unless they just don't like what I say or how I say it. But if they don't like that, they can kiss my ass.
Kind of walking up.
Hey, Holler.
Is it good?
I know, Johnny. I know. But like I said, I just got the feeling
Pickles.
that they found her.
Here they go. For whatever reason. Crisis. Connect. Can't into one of my.
two, three. Backward. That's out.
This image that I see is they're carrying a body out of a home. Don't know what home, don't know if it's her home, somebody else's. I have no idea. The only thing that I did really and truly see is that they carried a body out and it took 4 to 6 men, 3 on each side or two on each side, to bring her out. And whatever she was wrapped in, body bag or whatever, the color was red. I don't know what kind of service it is that uses that kind. I don't know. Um, yeah. Um, yeah, because I don't know what counties or states use colors for. Some may be for certain things. Some may be for suicide. Some may be for anything, natural causes. It could be just a plain black one, you know. But everything has its reasons. Yeah, I mean, I don't believe she's got no deep voice or nothing. I think it's just moderate, regular, Um, and all I can do is tell what I have seen, and that's it. Um, I can tell you how I feel about it, about what I've seen. And I didn't see it coming out of no mountain or underground, which like I said, they may have put her in a crawl space under the floor. I don't know. Or tucked away in a basement somewhere. But I do know they took her out of home. I don't I just don't know whose home. And it looked to me like a red bag with black strap handles. Like I said, there's either three on each side or two on each side. I can't remember. But that's what I seen. Uh, I yeah. th- they may have had her up in uh a, a crawl space that goes up into the mountain somewhere. I don't know. All I can say is what I seen, and it she was brought out of a home out through the front door, and looked to me like a red body bag. I think with black strap handles. Now, could they have shoved her way up in there and crawled through and pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed her? Sure, very well could. But I didn't see that part. I just seen them when they were coming out with her. That's the only thing I know. Now, y'all would know more about the land down there than I do. Oh, you live down in there, but I can't say that she was in the mountain, but because I didn't see that. Apparently, it wasn't meant for me to see that, or I would be saying it. I think if we give it a little while, you'll see what I'm talking about. Um, the only thing I can say is after we try to reach to her, and we close out Google or YouTube updates on Nancy Guthrie. Um, I can't do any more or less. Um, Again, just the only things that I see. That's all I can say. It's sad. It's pathetic. It's sick. 84-year-old lady has never done nothing but help people. Yeah, this is sick. Hey, Annie. How you doing now? It is. It is, Sabina. Um, let's see if they got a little thing on YouTube about it. Let me just type it in here.
Perfect combo pizza side.
One guy, I don't know who he is, says she deserved it. Um, Seems like right now all they're trying to say is they have found DNA. Um, and a couple of them arrested. Uh, this
This is a 30-second recap on everything that happened in the Nancy Guthrie case this weekend. The search expanded to a septic tank and a manhole at Nancy's home today, and a police presence is now permanently stationed at Nancy's home for security reasons. Over the weekend, authorities also searched the home of Annie Guthrie and Thomas Sione. They removed bags and a suitcase, and also were seen taking photos inside the garage. On Friday, Nancy's car was towed as part of the investigation. A surveillance camera was removed from the roof of her home. Savannah Guthrie and her siblings did release new video messages saying that they are willing to pay the ransom for their mother, and the deadline for that ransom is tomorrow. This is a 30-second recap on everything that happened in the
Hey, Paula. I believe she is. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, what I've been seeing, even waking up seeing kind of deal. Her house kind of looked like what you would call a desert house. It's like almost looked like sand, built out of sand or something. Limestone. What are you talking about here? Hey. Yeah, heartbreaking. Sorry you couldn't stay on Saturday. It's okay. I believe they have. I think that now that is, I think. I can't say for sure, but I think they have. All I can say is what I've been shown. Nobody deserves it. No, they don't. Yeah, and now they got her son-in-law in jailhouse. I'm happy for JD and Christina. Don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with it. If that was her voice that said treated, punished, tied up, and my kids, if I can match that voice again, then yeah, I'm going to say she is. Yeah, it has to be terrible. We'll listen a little bit more on this one, then we'll change over to the other one. It says 4 on 8 likes. No, I don't either. I don't think she had anything to do with it, and I mean nothing to do with it. Don't even cross my mind that she has. Yeah.
Pressure.
Anyone know of Nancy Guthrie from Tucson, Arizona?
Okay.
Question is how it's
I think they're getting hot.
in there.
Tucson, yeah.
That's in which seems
She's okay. Reaching out to a Nancy Guthrie. In the realm, yes. If she is in the realm, yes. Nancy Guthrie from Tucson, Arizona. Nancy Guthrie. Does anyone know if Nancy Guthrie has been found? I know her son-in-law got locked up for this. And I've seen an image of them bringing her out of a home. I want to know everything I can get on Nancy Guthrie. Nancy Guthrie. Nancy Guthrie. Ain't it? If you can hear me, Nancy Guthrie, 84-year-old from Tucson, Arizona. Nancy Guthrie. If you can hear me, have you been found? Try not to whisper. They held you for what? A fortune. Nancy Guthrie. Did your son-in-law, himself or someone he knew, to keep you for ransom money? Tucson, yes. Your son-in-law, did him and someone he knew, did they hold you for ransom money? Nancy. Then I heard a whisper, they killed me. I want Nancy Guthrie. If you are indeed in the realm, if you have passed, this is a place to tell your story. This is a place that you can feel free to talk about anything you want. Bless you. If you were kidnapped, can you confirm it? Were you kidnapped by your son-in-law and daughter? And were you held for ransom? Nancy Guthrie. Listen, let me tell you something, Nancy. You're not nowhere near the only one that has gone through this. Okay? Let's just be clear on something. What's done is done. Okay? And I've got just a strange little feeling you're not wanting to admit to anything about your stepson and your daughter because you don't want it to be incriminating toward them. What you need to do is put yourself first for a change. Because I believe we all know pretty much what happened. We just need you to tell it. And for you to try to hold back names and some of the things that was done to you, that's not a benefit for you in any way, form, or fashion. Because the last thing we heard was treated, punished, tied up, and my kids. So don't go getting cold feet on me now. Now's the time to tell it. You've been done wrong. That was sorry. It was disgusting. You need to open up. Use my energy or anybody else there in the realm. Use their energy as well. Tell me something that can confirm this. They had a hoodie on and a mask. Nancy Guthrie. Nancy Guthrie. They hid. Yeah, and you said yes to, and you said yeah to a mask. I'm not going to listen to any one of you other than the voice that I believe that could be Nancy Guthrie. Now, Nancy Guthrie, do you think or do you know if this masked guy was your son-in-law? Or do you think it was someone he knew? Y'all stop talking and let her speak. Don't whisper. For heaven's sakes, don't whisper. Nancy Guthrie, again, don't worry about getting someone in trouble. Tell what you know. They did what? They held you for ransom, correct? Nancy, gotta tell me. Nancy, if you are in the realm, and if you don't want to help yourself, they can't nobody else help you either. That's just the way it works. I'm here to help. I'm here to give you a voice. You don't know why I would? Because that's just what I do. But if you don't want help, there's nobody that can help you. I mean, your son-in-law's already in the jailhouse, so, who cares about him? You've got to tell every little thing that you know. Did you say kidnapped me? So you were kidnapped there in the desert. At first in the basement. Talk to me. Was this at your home, Nancy? For money. I know what it's about money. Yes. To get what? Were you hidden in your own home? Nancy Guthrie. The only way you're going to get any help, Nancy, is if you answer some questions here. That's right, Sabina. Nancy Guthrie, your daughter has the right to know. Your daughter, Savannah, deserves to know what's happened to you. Talk to us. Tell us. Nancy Guthrie. Nancy Guthrie, hear me out. Is there anything that you would like to say to your daughter, Savannah?
Stop.
Nancy Guthrie. There's no hold on or none of that. Nancy Guthrie. Is there anything that you would like to say to your daughter, Savannah? she's going to be like a onion. You're going to have to peel her back layer by layer. Um, I don't understand why uh, people would do that. Um, I mean, if somebody took my life, I wouldn't hesitate a bit to tell who did it. Um, but through all the questions that we've asked and everything, some questions was answered and some things wouldn't. The only thing that really stood out much is, uh, yeah, in a mask, in the desert, first in the basement, and a shot in the neck. That could have been a uh, um, shot of fentanyl. Who knows? Um, and like I said, all I can say is what I've seen. Um, the house kind of looked like made out of sandstone or something, like a regular desert house. Um, but is not wanting to admit about the son-in-law and not wanting to admit uh, anything on Annie, and definitely is not wanting any more stress on her daughter Savannah. Yeah. Um, and when we said that your daughter Savannah has the right to know, that's when she really clowned up. Yeah, she's gonna be a definitely onion. We're gonna have to peel her back layer by layer. Um, and like I said, guys, all I can say from my behalf of this is what I've seen. And like I said, I've seen men carrying a red body bag out of a home. And it looked like a desert style home, uh, straight across, and then it kind of curves a little like that, a little bit. Um, and about the same color as the desert sand. Uh, medics were there. Um, like I said, it was either three guys on each side or two on each side carrying the body bag. And I don't know, like I said, if colors of body bags mean different things. I don't know. I guess we'll just have to wait and see what pops up about it. It's one in a million when you can get someone to really tell on somebody. I know you don't want to get your loved ones in trouble, but you take my life, and I won't give a damn who you are. Somebody asks me who did it, I'm gonna tell it. And another thing popped out when I said something about, was it them that did it? And I heard, for my uh, fortune. So yeah, all about the money. Um, for my uh, whatever I just said, fortune. Um, Apparently, they just went about this all the wrong way. Uh, no body, no nothing can be done. Um, and I mean, I can't change my mind of what I've seen. Um, and yeah, fentanyl very well may have been used. Eh, My point exactly, Pamela. You know, even in death is just like now. You can't help somebody that won't help themselves. If they're so hard up that, for the deceased, that they don't get nobody in trouble. Well, that's the problem with most people that's passed. They're restless. They know who did what. They don't, when they're questioned, they don't want to tell because it'd get the person in trouble. Who gives a damn? If he can give some of your other family closure, spill the beans. But I woke up this morning with that image, and I can't go against it. And look, like little small things, like, yeah, in the desert, uh, a shot in the neck, um, for my uh, fortune, things like that. That is something that she knows that anybody would ever want from her, and they just went and did it in a horrible, horrible way that now they couldn't do nothing with it if they wanted to. And the guy that got arrested for this, uh, I think he's spilling some beans about uh, the son-in-law and Annie. Um, so I mean, it ain't gonna be long till it's all told anyway. No, no, she don't want to damage the family, but she needs to tell. I mean, like y'all said, Savannah deserves to know. And if she's got babies or kids, they deserve to know. And with her being a news anchor, come find out it being the son-in-law, which we know good and well it is, and Annie has got just as much in this as he does. Um, she would even if it being her own family, she would try her best to seek for the death penalty. And uh, I think they'd move on that pretty quick. I don't doubt that a bit, Mega. Uh, 900. I don't doubt it a bit. Uh, I I don't know how desolate the place is. I don't know if it's away from a lot of things. I don't know if it's in like an area where um, you just you wouldn't ever want to walk it. You would have to drive to her home. Um, with her confirming, yeah, the guy with the mask in the desert, shot in the neck, and yeah, I mean, when they lost their home, she bought them another, and and that's selfish because that's all people want, more and more and more and more. And with her admitting that they wanted her fortune, I don't know why she don't just go ahead and spill the beans and get it over with. I mean, about everybody pretty well knows anyway that this thing's family oriented. So I just don't know. And it's sickening for one. I mean, to do this to an 84-year-old woman, but it'd be sickening to do to anybody. But uh, like I said before, your family will hurt you before anybody will, and that's a fact. Uh, and there was something mentioned about fentanyl that could have a factor in it. They say that a lot of them homes have tunnels that run up into the mountains and whatnot. The other day, I heard something other about a crawl space. Um, what else was it? Uh, Something about him and Annie. I don't remember now what it was. Well, treated, punished, tied up, and my kids. And uh, Thomas or whatever his daggum name is. She said, or someone said, hope they get locked up in the jail. So, yeah, Meg, if you like this kind of content, if you like watching things trying to help find missing teens and children, and just all kind of stuff we do here. Um, we do challenges, we do stupid junk, and then there's times that we're serious and try to help find missing teens and children. Uh, it's just, you know, it's just a good place, and all you got to do is totally free uh, to enter the bowl here, so you can win merch and items, and you can get your picture up on the fan wall. Um, and yeah, become a JSV family member. We never know what's going to be said here. But this is too too obvious here for it to be a flaw. Um, yeah, a mask in the desert, uh, in basement, first in the basement. Uh, yes, and then shot in neck. Um, all that had to do was crush it up and put it in a spoon with a daggum piece of cotton and draw it up, and that's about all it takes. Um, but not wanting to tell and get your family members in trouble, uh, that's for the birds. And uh, somebody do this to somebody, they need to just come clean. Because I don't care if you're alive or dead. I tell it straight up. If you don't want help, will not accept it, then you're not going to get it. The only way she's ever going to get any closure, if she is deceased at the moment, is to tell everything she knows. And every time we've done this 3 or 4 times now, and every time we've done it, we've got a little bit more, but she'll only give you just enough just to keep you on the edge. If that's her. Um, we've heard the name Nancy Guthrie a bunch of times since we started doing it. Um, I I don't know, dadgummit. Um, I don't know what else to do. I mean, if she don't know help, then there's just no help for her. It's sad to have it that way, but that's just the way it is. Uh, let's see. That reminds me. Uh, Lynn, did you get your package? Oh yeah, I forgot about that daggum thing. What you did track it? You did track it. You may get it. You may get tomorrow. Yeah, cool. Um, I believe you like it. I mean, hey, it's something that, like I said, you can use. Um, yeah, Mega 9900. If you want to become a JSV fan, just hit the subscribe button and hit your likes and turn your notification bell on to all. Sometimes YouTube will give out notifications, sometimes they don't. And I always tell everybody just keep an eye on your device. Um, I think the only way that we're going to get anything else out of this person, and this happens with even people here in the physical, reverse psychology. Tonight, if we'll do something else and not even mention their name, her name, or anybody else's, they're going to be like, well, why ain't they trying to talk to me? And a lot of times they'll tell something just to get your attention. And if you just pretend like you ain't paying no attention, well, 9 times out of 10, you can get the full story. Uh, it's weird that way, but it definitely works. Um, and besides, uh, let's see here. Uh, Wait a minute, don't let me get this confused here. Uh, it will be if you're on. Uh, if you're on now, y'all listen to me because this dropped down to 6. Uh, I'm going to want to do. Uh, let's see. Uh, Judy, be my guest, and Alicia. Um, and then we'll do Jenny. Uh, so Alicia, if you're on tonight, uh, just send me the information that I need. Be my guest, do the same thing. Put your real name down there, that a family member knows the name of you. Um, and here's the things that we need: your name, their full name, last place they lived, um, birth date, death date, cause of death if you know it, and some of their likes. And just jot down a couple of questions. Um, so that's the order it's going to go. Be my guest, Judy and Alicia, and then Jenny. Uh, so y'all be ready for that tonight, and we'll get all that took care of. And I think we'll just ignore some of that right there. We'll hear a lot more about it. Uh, I don't know. Uh, I don't know. Did you send it to Christina's? Yeah, I mean, we're just gonna try, like I said, just to not directly come right at them and just see if she's aiming to say something. And a lot of times they will. Um, but no, I don't know if I've got it or not. I don't think so. Um, uh, Send it to me through Messenger. Uh, be my guest. Send it to me through Messenger. And like I said, uh, I'll no more than a couple questions because, like I said, this is no full blown sessions. Uh, let's see, your full name, their full name, last place they lived, um, cause of death, if you know it, birth date, death date, some of their likes. That's a good trigger object, and a couple questions, and we will go from there. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, that's true. That's true. It's a sad situation all the way around. But I'm just not gonna come off of what I've been shown. I can't do it. Money's the rule of all evil, daggone. Better believe that. Uh, she gets off at 7 this evening, so I would say probably around between 8 and 8:30, maybe quarter to 9, something like that. we'll be on if it ain't storming. So just keep it on your devices around that time. I love each and every one of you, and I will see you tonight.